What's up, Soul Fam, and everyone out there in the world? This is Nihilitus Entity Tarot, and this is going to be a general reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Saturn for the first half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Libra. Now, the Sun, of course, is our actions, our viewpoints, as well as correlates to our wants. And it's going to be the energies of Libra, which is mutable air, being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of thinking and communicating. Now, Libra was born out of the 7th house of relationships and how you relate to others. And moving on to you, Aquarius. Aquarius is fixed air, being fixated on its own ways of thinking and communicating. So, as far as Aquarius sun signs go, you're going to be having the gift to initiate and be more cardinal with your fixated ways of thinking and communicating. With the moon, you're going to receive or be attracting this energy. With the rising, this is going to be in your first house of personal self-interest and affairs and insecurities, as well as your individuality. And then for Saturn, Saturn is reality, how you correlate reality and put boundaries and restrictions on said reality, or in said reality. So, Aquarius was born out of the 11th house of public, how you're seen in the public arena, as well as your associates and people or places and things that you associate yourself with. Now, let's move on to laying out the spread, which I'm going to shuffle the Universal Celtic Tarot deck 2 more times. Then I will clarify with, well, first I'll pull 9 cards plus an overall from said Universal Celtic Tarot deck, then clarify it with the Waite deck, and then move on to the Moonology Oracle deck. Let's see what Mother Moon has to say to you. Really apologize. I'm trying to get the camera right. Alright, cool. Now, let's pull these 9 cards plus the overall. And so, your overall energy of the reading is the 9 of Swords. So, the 9 of Swords is talking about worry and anxiety due to negative thoughts. Remember that, and keep in mind that you as a spirit are no thing, no shape, no form, only creating and agreeing with thoughts and feelings. So, create higher perspectives of positive thoughts and feelings to combat these negative thoughts that are being influenced or created by your own doing. During the first half of the Sun transition sign of Libra. But overall, you are dealing with worry and anxiety, but that is one way to help get out of that. Now, for your first card for the Universal Celtic Tarot deck, you get the Emperor card, which is Aries energy, so you could be dealing with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or you may have this in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now, for the Emperor itself, this is you taking power and control over your life and over what you are wanting and desiring to do in your life as a whole during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now, with your second card, you get the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius energy, so you can deal with the Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Jupiter, or have Sagittarius in your chart, and if so, these energies would be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. But overall, you are combining 2 or more worlds together, whether that be your work life, your personal life, and relationship life, whatever the case may be. You're combining these 2 or more worlds together, or at least attempting to, or attempting to figure out a way to combine these 2 or more worlds together, moving forward during the first half of the Sun transition sign of Libra. Now, your third card from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Nine of Pentacles, which is talking about you being financially independent and sufficient and have everything that you need in the material realm, though you may not have everything that you want in the material realm. But you do have everything that you need in the material realm during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now your fourth card from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Four of Wands, which represents a happy home and a very comfy home, if that. So wherever you call home, this is making you very happy and having you feel very homey at this time during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now, with the fifth card from the universe, give me 1 second. Alright, so the fifth card from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is talking about burdens or responsibilities that you're having to carry, wherever the case may be. If they're for your highest good, talking about responsibilities. If they're for your highest good and your betterment of your well-being, do your best to uphold these responsibilities for yourself moving forward during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. If it's burdens, then do your best to let go of said burdens to move forward efficiently during said first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. We'll clarify that when we get to it. Your sixth card from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Hermit card, which is Virgo energy. So you can deal with a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury, or have Virgo in your chart. And if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. But overall, you are going within and following that inner light, your intuition, and your higher self, moving forward during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now, your sixth card from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Temperance card, which is Taurus energy. So you could be dealing with Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or have Taurus in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Okay, so with that being said, this is you being self-aware of what you put out to the world and how and your value in doing so, and your value in general. So remain in that energy and realize and be aware of your own value during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now, your seventh card for the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is talking about you giving birth to a new idea. Aces always come with new beginnings, and so this is a new beginning as far as the mental realm goes, and you giving birth to said new idea. Continue to put energy work into this said idea, especially if it's for your highest good and the betterment of your well-being. Moving forward, we'll clarify that when we get to it. Now, your last card, but definitely not least, from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Judgment card. So this is Scorpio energy. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have Scorpio in your chart. And if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. But this is you giving rebirth to an idea that you once had in the past, moving forward during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now let me get some water and I'll get to clarify. So let's get to clarifying these cards, starting off with the overall, after I give the Waite deck a quick shuffle. So, with the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Swords is clarified by the 4 cards. So this is Aries energy, so you could be dealing with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have Aries in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. But this is a new beginning, and from this new beginning, you may be influenced by negative thoughts or because of fear. Alright, I see the Ten of Wands. I don't see the Moon card yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Moon card popped up somewhere. But the Four card does represent new beginnings and a new adventure and a new chapter in your life overall. And with new chapters always comes with that sense of uneasiness because of the unknown. So do your best to transmit those negative thoughts into and instead create higher perspectives and create and agree with positive thoughts and feelings by you understanding and overstanding that you as a spirit are nothing, no shape, no form, only creating and agreeing with said thoughts and feelings. So let's clarify the Emperor card. So the Emperor card is clarified by the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is talking about you adapting yourself to the situation, and that's where the power and control is coming from, because you're coming from a place of adaptation, but you must watch your words before they come out. So pay attention to your thoughts, and before you communicate said thoughts during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. But I see you doing your best that you can to adapt yourself during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now, with the Temperance card, the Temperance card is clarified by the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is talking about you passionately going after what you want and desire. But while you're going after what you want and desire in a passionate way, you're doing your best to create that sense of balance and by combining two or more words together in equilibrium, as we can see here with the Temperance card. Give me 1 second. I apologize for the phone. I usually have a box and put my phone against, but I don't know what happens here, so I'm having it compromised for the time being. But anyways, the Temperance card, as you can see here, she is, well, in the Waite version of the Temperance card anyways, the water is equal in both cups. So from this from you going after what you passionately want and desire in a passionate way, you're doing your best to combine two or more words together during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now, with the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the Judgment card, which is again Scorpio energies. So very well could be dealing with the Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have Scorpio in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. But overall, you are, once again, like I said with the first Judgment card, you giving rebirth to an idea that you once had in the past and implementing it in the present, moving on through the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now, with the Four of Wands, the Four of Wands is clarified by the Strength card, which is Leo energy. So you could be dealing with a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or have Leo in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. But overall, you are having strength, and from the strength is coming about a happy home for you during this time of the Sun transition in the first half of Libra. Now, with the Ten of Wands, it gets clarified by the Lovers card, which is Gemini energy. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury, or you may have Gemini in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Okay? But overall, you are dealing with either a twin flame or soulmate, or you listening to your higher self during this time when it comes to responsibilities that you're carrying. I do feel like this Ten of Wands is more responsibilities than it is burdens for you. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Saturn. So this very well could be your higher self communicating to you about these responsibilities that you're carrying. Remember, if the further betterment of your highest good and your well-being, continue to put energy work into these responsibilities. Now, moving on to the Hermit card. And the Hermit card is clarified by the Four of Swords. So you're taking a rest and going within and really meditating about what you want and desire in your life during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. So with that being said, take this moment, really ponder on what you want and desire moving forward during said first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra, and keep following your intuition while doing so. Now, with the Empress card is clarified by the Ace of Cups. So, the Ace of Cups is talking about a new beginning and giving birth to new love in the emotional realm. And from this birthing of a new love and new emotions, you're understanding your value and what you have to offer to the world at this time. Okay? So, this is a really good combo to see, meaning that you're giving birth to new emotions, and it's bringing you awareness of your own values. So, with the Ace of Swords is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. So, the Two of Pentacles is talking about a choice, and from this choice that you're needing to make or feeling the need to make, you're coming up with either clarity or a new idea that's going to bring about awareness for you to move forward efficiently and effectively during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra, from you doing your best to adapt, similar to the Page of Swords, but as well as decide what's best for you moving forward during said first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now, with the Judgment card is clarified by the Devil card, which is Capricorn energy. So you can deal with the Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn, or have Capricorn in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now, with that being said, this could either be indulgence or a sense of feel. It is clarifying the Judgment card, so if it's indulgence, then you're leaving rebirth to something that you once indulged in the past, or if it's feel, from this feel is coming rebirth in an idea that you had once in the past. It makes more sense with the indulgence part, but if you are dealing with feel, do your best to understand and understand that once again you as a spirit are no thing, no shape, no form, only creating and agreeing with thoughts and feelings. So create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings moving forward, so you can implement this new idea effectively and efficiently through the first half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Libra. Now, with that being said, let's move on to the Moonology Oracle deck to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me to end the reading off. So, the first card from the Moonology Oracle deck, and Mother Moon herself to you through me, is Waxing Moon. The energy is gaining momentum. So the energy is gaining momentum for you, which I can see that with the Knight of Wands, the Four card, these Judgment energies, the Emperor, the Ace of Swords, a lot of new beginnings, and rebirthing with old ideas that you've had in the past and implementing them in the present moving forward. So, I'm not surprised that this is showed. So, the energy is gaining momentum for you. Be aware of that, and be aware of what Mother Moon says. Once again, the energy is gaining momentum for you during this time. Now, your second card from Mother Moon to you through me is Full Moon in Aries. A fiery climax approaches. So, a fiery climax is approaching for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. So, know that whatever you implement and whatever you move forward, especially when you're moving forward passionately, as we can see here with the Knight of Wands, a fiery climax is approaching for you during this first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. And your last card, but definitely not least, from Mother Moon to you through me, is a new start is coming, new moon. Once again, a new start is coming, so a new start is coming for you, as we can see here with the Four card, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Alright, all this new energies and new beginnings. So once again, not surprised, but a new start is starting for you during this time of the Sun transition in the first half of Libra. And with that being said, that will be all for this general reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Saturn. I hope this helped. I hope this brought clarity and aided you in any way. Shout out to the whole Soul family. Shout out to Donald the Pilot Man. Y'all be blessed. Know that you'll never be less. Y'all take care and peace.